Hello to the Year 8 girls who will be viewing this video about St. Benedict, a saint of the Catholic Church, for the purpose of recounting the story of his life. So after you've viewed the video, you should be able to write down the details of his life in the form of a story, or simply tell that story and perhaps record yourselves in a podcast, or just tell your teacher the story so you can certainly be involved in making a decision about how you're going to present. Okay, so St. Benedict was a man born in Italy around 480 CE. He became a saint. Now, when you retell the story of St. Benedict's life and when you listen and view the video, focus on these details. So you need to be able to provide information about his birth, when and where. Mention the fact that he left his home for Rome for the purpose of getting an education. You're at school. St. Benedict also wanted to educate himself. As an adult, he went off to Rome to get an education. However, he wasn't happy in Rome, and when you're viewing the video, think about why he's not happy. So take in that information. He wasn't happy, so what was the reason that he left the city of Rome for life with monks in the country? Now, who are monks? Monks may be priests, or they may be like brothers, so they're holy men, but they don't say the Mass. So there are different kinds of monks. So you know that sisters or nuns live in a convent, monks live in a monastery. And as I said, some monks say the Mass and some don't. So when he was with the monks in the country, he started to perform miracles. And his first miracle involved him fixing a broken wheat sifter. So that's very important piece of equipment when you're farming wheat and you're getting that wheat ready to turn it into flour. So he fixed a broken wheat sifter simply by waving his hands, as you'll see in the video. The news of his miracles, because that was only the first of many, spread across the country, and he attracted many visitors. Now, Benedict wasn't someone, as you will learn from the video, who enjoyed a lot of attention. He liked to be left alone simply to focus on his relationship with God. So off he went to the mountains and he became a hermit. Now, a hermit is someone who lives by themselves. They don't seek out the company of others, so they don't need friends. They just want to concentrate on their relationship with God. So basically they pray a lot. However, he was living by himself, but shepherds came across him and they liked him. They thought he was very strange at first, but then they realized that he was a holy man. They brought him food. They became quite friendly, and they didn't visit him every day, but they visited him. And then other people learnt about Benedict and they visited him as well. And he seemed okay about that. Perhaps God, in his wisdom, told Benedict, you'll do good if you show people your life as a holy man. You'll be a good example. So people did visit Benedict. You don't have to view the whole video. You can stop viewing at 9.53. These are simply some words that are used in the video. I've got them listed here so that you know how to spell them, but not all of these words are important, so you don't really need to use them in your explanation, or in your recount, so telling the story of his life in order of events, but because the words are mentioned, I've got them spelt. So that's the way you spell Benedict's name. He had a sister called Scholastica. He had a nurse, so someone that looked after him from when he was a very little boy or a baby, and she went off to Rome with him. These are the subjects that he studied in Rome. So he studied philosophy, So that's basically a subject where you look at the meaning of life. He studied history just like you, and just like you, he studied literature, so novels, stories, and so on. The word wayward is mentioned in the video, so wayward basically means badly behaved. The word forsaking is used at one point. That means to let go of something, to leave it behind. And the word virtuous is also used. So the word virtuous simply means good. So a virtuous person is a good person. Now, just as a reminder, you can present in a written form or you can create a podcast. You can tape yourselves speaking and telling the story of St. Benedict, and you can all tell the story together. So you can take it in turns to tell the story of St. Benedict, and that will be a fun activity. You can support one another in this activity. So bye for now.